Most animals are camouflaged to fit in with their environment, and snakes are no exception. This inland taipan blends in beautifully with the orange desert sand. And this green tree python would almost disappear amongst the green leafy canopy. So what environment would this beautiful python blend into? A snowy mountain? Or maybe some white tropical sands? Well, it's neither, because this beautiful reptile is actually an albino. Yep, an albino python. Pretty cool, hey? And this stunning snake is under the expert care of reptile enthusiast Laura Addy. Laura, she's an absolutely stunning looking python. How rare is it to have an albino?
In the wild, it's incredibly rare. In fact, there have only ever been 2 found in Australia.
Wow.
In captivity, though, they're becoming more common because they're relatively easy to breed.
Cool, so it's not just a case of lucky dip.
It's not if you know what you're working with. Albinism is a simple recessive genetic trait, which means that in order to see it, you need 2 copies of the gene. So Esmeralda here has 2 copies, whereas this one, Felix, only has 1 copy. So he just looks like a normal python.
Cool, yeah, and they're both quite large pythons. How old are they?
They're both nearly 5, so they're fully grown.
Cool, and did the albino need any extra special treatment growing up?
She didn't. If you were to keep her outside, she might, because her eyes might become sensitive to the light. But because I kept her inside, she was fine. She didn't need any special care.
Well, luckily for this snow white snake, it doesn't have to brave it out there in the wild. It gets to hang out with its brother in their very own climate-controlled enclosure. Now, although they don't look much alike, Felix and Esmeralda are brother and sister, but what kind of species of snake are they?
They're both Darwin Carpet Pythons, and as the name suggests, they're native to the Darwin region of Australia. As Felix is showing you, they're quite arboreal as well, which means that they like to climb.
Well, I never considered myself much of a tree before, but I'm doing quite a good job, I guess. So Esmeralda is this beautiful white. Is she white for the same reason all albinos are white?
Yeah, she is. So albinism is the complete lack of a pigment called melanin. And melanin is responsible for all of the darker colours that you can see in Felix. Because Esmeralda doesn't have any, she's got these beautiful pinks, yellows, whites and oranges.
Yeah, so it's really evident in their skins and scale colour. What about her other features?
She's also got, if you can see, pink eyes and a pink tongue, which looks
eyes.
really cool.
And a pink tongue, whereas Felix's is blue.
Yes, Felix does have a blue tongue. Most snakes do.
So as siblings, these two seem pretty chilled out together. Is it hard to find a compatible pair?
It's not hard, but you've got to be aware of what the snakes are like together. So you wouldn't put 2 boys in together because they'd fight. If you put a male and a female in together, you've got to be prepared for them to have babies because they probably will. If you put 2 girls in together, they'll probably be okay, but no matter which ones you're putting together, you've got to be very careful around mealtime.
Cool, so not too much sibling rivalry between these two?
Only when it comes to food, otherwise they're extremely placid.
Yeah, well, they're both extremely good-looking snakes and great climbers too, I might add.